Hey guys, what's up? I've got the wiring done. Took me a while, but it seems to be working. I've connected the ECU and all the sensors are working. The cam and crank triggers are working as well. And we're really close to trying to start it now. I'm just today I'm gonna have to deal with the vacuum lines. I've got the turbo oil and drain lines fitted as well. Should be ready to go.
So just installed the new studs and the gaskets. Getting ready to put the manifold on. There it is. So this manifold was actually the first project I did when I got my first TIG welder. So here's my drive-by-wire DIY adapter. I printed these out of TPU. Pretty sure they'll be fine. And there's the throttle body. It's a Bosch. You see the serial number here. Okay, throttle body is installed. The adapter is here. And this actually wasn't the original plan. I had one 3D printed, but I got cold feet and I decided to make it out of steel. Just because if it breaks, the particles might end up in the engine and that's not good.
So right now I'm testing for any open vacuum ports, because I can't really remember if I plug them all back. So yeah, I'm just trying to make it as tidy as I can, but with all these wires it's just gonna end up quite messy here anyway. I just have to tidy it a little bit. So there's the engine ground that I made. It goes into the chassis rail here, and I'll probably put one on the back side of the engine too. I'm not sure where yet. Okay, I've got all the holes plugged. I did test it for leaks. Nothing except the throttle body right now. But I'm running into a bit of an issue with in between the fuel rail and the heater core. So they are really close, but the engine is not in the final resting spot, so I'm gonna need to put the transmission on. So next up is the transmission. There's a stock clutch still in it. I've never taken the pull type clutch out before, so see how we go with this. And here we have the twin plate, twin disc clutch. It's used, but I think it's gonna work just fine. And it also comes with the conversion from pull type to push. So I think the idea is to pull this fork out, so that's gonna release the clutch. See how we go. Well, that was easy. Should now slip out. Yep. So that's the OEM, I think. It's got Toyota written on it. And for the conversion, I think we need to remove this, and then the conversion can go on there, I believe. Seems about right. Yep. And I've got to make these two lines. I think the best bet is to bring them out from here, and I'll make like a cap or something for the original slave cylinder hole. But yeah, I think the oil pressure should move this along the shaft here, and yeah, so I can't put the box on permanently, but I just wanted to see how the clutch situation would work. But yeah, let's go get the box on. Okay, try to get it on here alone. It's really heavy, and the R154 transmissions are really expensive now too, so hope I don't drop it. sure if I can make it any safer than that. See how we go. Okay, got the gearbox in. So this way now I can measure the lines to the master's, one to the master cylinder and the other one is for bleeding the clutch. So yeah, I'll probably finish one around here somewhere and the other one will go up, over and onto the clutch master cylinder. But yeah, now I gotta fit the transmission mount. I made this probably a year ago. Just got it powder coated now. And that's, if I remember correctly, it's gonna sit right here. Okay, here it is. Fits quite good. Can probably take this off now. Now I can actually tighten the engine mount bolts, because these are just loose here right now, both sides. And now we have the engine in the right spot. Now I can measure I can fit the diff, and after that I can measure the drive shaft and we can order that. And that's the final piece to make it drivable. And actually, with the engine so far back in an R33 chassis, it's not that far off the gear lever. So the hole, it's just on the edge of the hole there. So all I got to do is make a little kink in it, and that's about it. Pretty happy with how it's fitting. But yeah, now I can, I'm not sure if I can see it from here, but that's the clearance that I have for the heater hose. I really want to keep the heater, so I have to figure something out around there. Maybe I'll just shorten it and get a U-bend in there. We'll see. Good morning. Today's a new day. Yesterday we finished with putting the transmission on, dealt with the clutch a little bit, I finished all the vacuum lines. Actually, I went and got the thermostat housing as well for the coolant. I've ordered one, but it's not gonna be here before Christmas, so I got one from a friend. Put the thermostat on, and then we can put the radiator in and see how the coolant lines will run. And actually, my main concern has solved itself. As you can see, the clearance between the fuel rail and the heater core, with moving the engine to its original spot, it's fixed itself, so that's not an issue anymore. But yeah, today I'm gonna deal with the radiator hoses. The heater hoses will have to wait because it's Sunday and the stores are closed. And then I can put the diff in and measure the drive shaft, and we can order that. So here's the thermostat housing. Here's the new thermostat. Just be mindful every time you install it, this little nipple here needs to be facing upwards. So if you imagine that this will install on the engine like this, then this piece has to go upwards like that. Sorry, it's the wrong way. Like that. Push it in here, and we can bolt it up. And actually this is from DoJZ GE. Everything lines up, but the holes were smaller. I just had to drill them through, and now it fits 1JZ as well.
Well, that was a pain in the ass, but got it bolted up. And what I noticed is yesterday when I was doing heat shielding for the turbo drain hose, see the heat shield makes it kink here. I think it's around here that when it bends it just kinks the tube. So what I might do is get a pipe that has this radius, cut it in half and put it around here so it would keep the radius, because I don't want to make it shorter, because this way it's going to be really close to the manifold.
So that's how the Skyline radiator fits with the 1JZ. Actually quite surprised how well everything fits. When I was making the engine mounts, I was just trying to get the engine as close to the firewall as possible. But now everything just seems to line up quite nice. And I kept a little bit of room here as well, because the engine is moving and the wires need to go somewhere too. So yeah, now we have to make a hose from here to there. And this one needs to go to the pipe that we just fitted. So I got the bottom hose done. Cut this off and it fits perfect. Only thing is the diameter is a little bit different, so but it might hold. We'll see how it goes. But for the top I need to order some aluminium pipe. I'm thinking 180 here and the 90 here, so I'll just make one weld or maybe two, and then just put couplers here and there. These are the same dimensions as well. So that's no fun, but I thought while it's out I might as well give it a bit of paint. So I'll just finish up here, get it covered with paint, and then move on to the bushings on the car. Okay, so I've cleaned most of it off. I'm only worried about painting the main diff housing right now. The cover, I'm planning to buy the proper LSD diff in the future, so once the cover comes off, then I'll get it powder coated. But I don't want to powder coat the housing itself because there's so much stuff in it, and I don't want to disassemble it. So I got the diff painted. Actually turned out better than I thought. Curious to see how the paint holds up, because the label says you can paint it on rust. But yeah, I'll let it dry now. I made fire, so the room will be warm and hopefully it's gonna dry quick enough. So let's go and install the bushings. So these are the two bushings that I can install right now. The front ones will be installed on the diff, so we're gonna have to wait until it dries. But I'll just chuck those two in here and we'll see what else we can do. So these are the rear ones. These go inside the subframe, and these will go inside here. And that's the hole for the bolt, and the nut goes in here. So all we gotta do is just grease them up and press them inside. Oh shit. Nice. Ah! So I guess I'll call it a day. Sorry about me being all over the place. It's just there's so many little things to finish up and I can't anticipate everything that I need. So I don't have all the parts at hand, so I just have to jump from one thing to another to make sure to keep going. But yeah, pretty happy to see it coming together and catch you on the next episode.